Hi, I'm Nick Poulos, and thank you for your interest in Nick Poulos Performance Consulting. The purpose of this video and this page is to give you the information you need to make an informed decision about engaging me as a consultant, speaker, or mentor for yourself, your organisation or business. My journey into high performance began on the rugby fields of Sydney, where I was balancing study, work, a young family, and even a role in the fire brigade. I was dealt with my own personal health challenge, cancer. Something that I've had to learn to live with until this day. Those years taught me that pressure is constant and that without structure, support and preparation, it's easy to break down. I chose to pursue elite physical preparation, high performance and coaching because I believed that with the right systems, people could go further than they ever thought possible. Since then, my career has taken me across the globe. In Japan, I became the head of physical performance at Toyota Rugby, where I worked with players and coaches from different cultures, building and refining programs that not only delivered results, but also created connection and trust. In Doha, Qatar, at the Aspire Academy for Sports Excellence, I had the privilege of working with some of the world's most elite sports scientists and coaches. It was there I began my PhD in sports science, and I built relationships with mentors and colleagues who remain very trusted friends today. That environment sharpened my focus on detail, evidence, and the power of collaboration. I've also consulted with a number of organisations in Singapore, China, Japan, Brunei, to name a few. Back in Australia, I joined the Adelaide Crows Football Club. In that role, I learned that true high performance isn't just about data or training, it's about people and how they respond when things don't go to plan or are exposed to adversity. Later, as head of performance with the Australian Rugby Sevens, I experienced the intensity of constant travel, small squads and relentless and ruthless competition. It was a brutal but rewarding environment, and it reinforced the importance of resilience, adaptability and care for one another. For 7 seasons, I've had also the privilege of performing the role of head of high performance at the GWS Giants Football Club. Across that time, I led through staff changes, conflict, COVID, and finals campaigns decided by the smallest of margins. Those experiences taught me that setbacks are just as important as successes, and that processes, systems, and collaboration are what allow teams to sustain performance under pressure. Across all these roles, I've been fortunate to build a close network of high-performance leaders, coaches, and sports scientists around the world. We continue to share knowledge and learn from one another. And it's that global perspective, combined with decades of practical experience, that I bring into every environment I work in today. Through Nick Poulos Performance Consulting, my focus is simple: to help individuals, leaders and teams in sport and business achieve the same breakthroughs I've seen throughout my experiences in elite sport. And also because high performance isn't limited to athletes, it belongs in every workplace. Beyond speaking, my team and I support sporting teams, organisations and businesses through consulting and mentoring. That might be reviewing and refining performance systems, helping leaders build resilience, or supporting culture change so that your people can thrive under pressure. All of it is based on the same systems, processes and preparation that drive sustainable high performance in elite sport. Here's what I know. Under pressure, without the right systems, processes and alignment, your team will fracture. Leaders will hesitate and opportunity will be lost. But when you embed high performance, the opposite happens. Clarity replaces chaos, confidence drives decisions, and your people rise together to achieve outcomes they didn't think possible. My approach is always guided by my values: family, excellence, detail, learning, honesty and collaboration. I mentor coaches, leaders and emerging managers, not just by sharing what has worked, but also by being honest about the lessons that came through failure. In many ways, those lessons are the ones that carry the most value. And while I'm proud of what I've achieved in my career thus far, in particular the world of elite sport, I'm most proud of being a husband and a father. My family reminds me daily of what matters the most, and that perspective keeps me grounded in everything I do. On this page, you'll see an outline of my core focus areas. These are the themes I bring into my presentations, workshops, and consulting engagements. They can be delivered as a keynote, a lecture or presentation, a webinar, a half-day or full-day program, or more embedded, multi-day, multi-week opportunities, depending on the needs of your event or organisation. So whether it's in sport, on the field, or in the boardroom, my mission is the same: to help people perform under pressure, to give individuals, leaders, and teams the frameworks they need to thrive, and to bring the mindset of high performance into every organisation I work with. If you're ready to see what high performance can unlock for you and your team, I'd love to continue the conversation. And something I'm especially proud of is mentoring the next generation of leaders. I believe the lessons we've learned through both success and failure are only valuable if they're shared. And my goal is to make sure that knowledge is passed on in a way that helps you and your team perform at your best.